And action.
That's less than I pay to wax my mustache.
Shaylee and I got married in 2014, and we knew that one of the first trips that we needed to go to was India, and we knew that we wanted to travel a lot before we started a family.
You know, he was working as a software engineer at the time, and he found these flights that were like an insanely good deal. So good that he couldn't believe that they were good. He thought it was a glitch, and he called the airline to double check that that was the right price. They said yes, and so he like started calling all his family and be like, you gotta book these flights out of Atlanta. I've never seen it this cheap. He built this tool for himself and his family, and he started sharing it on Facebook. Like he'd say, like, look at this flight from Atlanta to this place, and it started picking up a lot of interest and steam.
That's more stressful than pigeon mating season. Every year. Oh, come on, guys. Ugh, get a birdhouse.
With all Harmon Brothers shoots, I think what people look forward to most is the humor and like just the characters that everyone creates, whether they're dressed as something totally different or whether it's just the writing. So for me, being able to take something that's usually stationary, a tree, and creating someone who's actually full of life and a character and so funny, to me that's been my favorite part of watching all of this come together, is just how the writing and the personality are infused with such a fun creation.
I wanted to create a character that would be very unlikely to travel, would have a ton of reasons not to. What is something that would be least likely to travel? A tree. Like, it's literally rooted in the ground, it literally can't move or can't do anything. So there must be an incredible solution that gets it to rip its roots out of the ground and travel.
We started out with these drawings that made her look like Frankenstein. It was kind of terrifying. This big blocky kind of Wizard of Oz Tin Man maybe, like with these big cardboard tube tree things. It was just a sketch, you know. But the minute I saw that, no, she has to be appealing, and the director told me that verbally, you know, never mind the drawings, make her very likable.
Because we wanted her to have kind of a personable approach rather than a character, right? That was tricky because it could easily look almost like monster-ish, you know, if we did everything as a tree. And we didn't want it to go that way. We still wanted her to feel likable. I used a little bit of the color of her tree to bring that into the skin without making her entire face that color. So we actually used Kelly's natural skin tone and then blended that into their tree color. It was really fun to try and merge those worlds and find kind of a persona in a tree, you know?
She's got a tree on a plane, she's got her pillow here, and she says, you know, I used to be too rooted to travel. Cut to her in the forest, like she can't take a step because she's too rooted. But thanks to Next Vacay, I just flew to Paris for $395 or whatever. And then we get to follow her going around the world in these different places, going to a comedy club in New York City, getting handed a pair of chopsticks in Shanghai, only to realize she knew the tree that these chopsticks came from.
What I loved about this project is it gives us the opportunity to travel all over the world, right? Because that's the point of this product. We were unable to travel all around the world in order to film, so we turned to blue screen. About a month before we shot, we started building those environments in 3D, and we had some time to work on those and develop what those would look like, and then we were able to take those 3D renders on set with us in order to match the lighting in the camera.
Money doesn't grow on trees. Trust me, I've tried. Ooh. Well, this is worthless.
I'm getting the biggest kick out of watching Kelly bring it to life, because you just sit and look at all this rubber and you put it all on him and you're worried about, does this line up, does this work? And then she gets out there and starts doing her comedy, and then you're going, that's why we're doing this, that's why we built this, because it's funny.
I don't know what I've done to be so blessed to be with these people and for them to have taken so much care of us. Like, it truly is a blessing, and the stars align for us to all work together.
Naveen's story is such a great one because he saw a need that he had as a consumer that wasn't being met by the marketplace. And then, as a classic entrepreneurial story, he just like, I'm an engineer, I can build this thing, I can solve this problem for myself. And it's turned into this really great business that offers a lot of value in a unique way in the marketplace. I'm very excited for the final product. That's done.